Alright, it's Tuesday, February 11. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. I'm Denise Tan. We bring you the day's latest stories and most notable insights. Welcome to Afternoon Delight. And joining me today is the Big Story co-anchor, Pauline Verzosa. Pawi, welcome back.
Hi, Tita Denise. Yes, second day na natin sitting in for Tito Lord. And I heard it's a special day.
Correct.
Special na special. Pero bago natin malaman yung rason kung bakit special ang ating Tuesday afternoon, check muna natin yung delight of the day, Tita Denise.
Ang ating delight of the day ay lumpiang Shanghai. Simply because mahilig magpalumpia sa staff ng Afternoon Delight si Mr. Lord de Vera na nagse-celebrate today ng kanyang special day.
Ba yun? Nako, happy birthday pala dyan kay Tito Lord de Vera. Happy na, birthday pa.
Happy!
Okay ba yan?
Happy birthday sa'yo! Anyway.
Regalo mo na yan.
Regalo ko na yun sa'yo. Wag na yung dunk, utang na loob. Okay, so dahil nga birthday po ng ating Tito Lord, naghanda kami ng mga photos para sa kanya, para sabay-sabay natin siyang batiin ngayong araw na ito. Ayan. So number 1, ito po, ayan, dahil mahilig si Lord de Vera sa mga patarp. Ito, meron tayong special
teka lang,
tarp
sana
for him.
nanonood muna si Tito Lord, no? Dapat pala minessage natin, panoorin niya. Kahit yung first 5 minutes
Makikita
lang.
niya yan.
Makikita ba niyan? Okay, ito. So, mahilig siya sa tarp. So, ganitong tarp ba yung gusto niya?
Mukha, kasi parang alam ko okay sa kanya yung photo na yan eh.
Aba, yung gaze, no? Yung...
Iba ang titig ng Tito Lord mo. Ha?
Okay, next. Next naman. Ito, dumukot din tayo ng greeting from Tito Lord's Facebook account at merong special greeting mula sa Hotel Sogo.
Iba naman ang ngiti ngayon dito ni Tito Lord. Kung kanina malagkit ang titig, ngayon naman parang...
Legit ba to? Edited ba to?
Parang legit ata. Kasi
binati talaga siya ng Sogo.
Kasi tignan mo yung top left, merong nakalagay na profile name doon,
Official
Hotel
page
Sogo.
kaya yan?
Oo.
Ito si Tito Lord,
Bakit kaya?
Oo nga, yun ang tanong ko talaga. Bakit kaya?
Baka may mga kakilala lang.
Ayun.
O kaya baka mga fans ng
So,
ating
hindi naman siya
Tito Lord.
suki dyan.
Ay, hindi natin na masabi. Sige, tanungin na lang natin siya. Silipin na natin ang ating third photo. Ito, ang feeling natin ay magpapasalamat sa atin ng husto. Si Mr. Lord de Vera o either that o isusumpa niya tayo. Pero sure ako na matutuwa siya kasi mahilig siya sa mga ganyan.
Naku naman, parang hindi naman pang birthday yung ganyang poster. Buti na lang may nakalagay na happy birthday, Lord de Vera.
Spot niyo yung upper right. Parang may kaluluwa dun sa likod. No? Parang humiwalay sa katawan ni Tito Lord.
Pero I'm sure matutuwa nga naman si Tito Lord sa mga ganyang poster. He's not here today, no? Nag-enjoy muna siya ng kanyang celebration as he celebrates his 50th, tama ba?
50th, yes.
The big
Golden
5
Boy.
and 0. Oo. So happy birthday, Tito Lord, and enjoy your break. Na-miss ka na namin.
Oo nga
Miss ka na ni Tita Denise. Dito.
Na-miss ka na namin dito at syempre, alam mo na, bukas, come prepared with food.
Enjoy muna namin yung lumpia.
Correct. Okay, now we move on to our biggest story for today, and that is the official start of the election period for the national candidates. Later in the program, we will be taking you to Lawag, where administration-backed senatorial candidates mark their first day hitting the campaign trail. That is happening at the Ilocos Norte Centennial Arena, and President Marcos is expected there this afternoon.
Over in Cavite, former Vice President Leni Robredo joined senatorial candidates Bam Aquino and Kiko Pangilinan for what they call the People's Campaign Kickoff. That's happening at 4 in the afternoon, and we will be bringing you updates on that later on in the program. And in Manila, the Makabayan Coalition held a send-off ceremony for their 11th senatorial bets for May 12. That activity was held at the Cartilla ng Katipunan, and we also have more details on that in just a bit.
At this point, we'll now take you first to Quezon City, where senatorial candidate Ben Tulfo launched his campaign. Let's get the latest from Mobile Journal Ivan Tarinque. Ivan, what's the latest?
Denise, napuno ang Greenville Subdivision Covered Court ng mga taga-suporta ni senatorial ka-aspirant Ben Tulfo sa kanyang kickoff rally ngayong araw para nga sa darating na 2025 midterm election. Pagpasok niya pa lang sa venue ay malakas na hiyawan at palakpakan ang sumalubong sa kanya mula sa kanyang mga taga-suporta. Hindi rin nawala ang musical performances at kabilang nga dyan ay ang pagtugtog ng kanyang magiging campaign song. Mahigit kumulang 1 oras din nagsalita si Tulfo kung saan inilatag niya ang ilan sa kanyang mga advocacy sakaling mahalal bilang senador. Plano niya magpasa ng mga batas para sa mga kapatid nating PWD, senior citizen, especially sa mga nabiktima ng mga pang-aabuso, basurero at solo parents. Dagdag pa niya na kung ano siya sa telebisyon ay hindi daw malalayo ang pagkatao niya sa magiging estilo kung mahalal bilang senador. Gagamitin din niya ang dekada-dekada niyang karanasan sa pagtulong sa masa para ipaglaban ang mga inaapi. Isa pa niyang tinututukukan ang pagrerepaso ng mga lumang batas na maaaring hindi na angkop sa makabagong panahon. Siya raw ang magiging boses ng walang boses at muka ng mga walang muka. Denise, itong event na to ay ang official na kickoff party ng kampanya ni Independent Senatorial Aspirant Ben Tulfo kung saan nga nagsimula na ngayong araw at yun nga, tuloy-tuloy na yung pangangampanya na sa iba't ibang bahagi ng bansa. Denise?
Alright, maraming salamat. Mobile Journal, Ivan Tarinque.
Now, meantime, COMELEC has some last-minute reminders to national candidates as the campaign period kicks off today. This report from News 5 correspondent Mon Gualvez.
It could be a messy midterm elections this year, literally. As in past polls, garbage had always been a problem, with candidates and supporters not properly cleaning up after the votes are cast and counted. The Ecoways Coalition tells bets to, at the very least, make sure their campaign materials are environment-friendly.
Maraming mga alternatibong bagay na pwedeng gamitin. Merong karton, merong papel, merong mga cloth materials.
Actually, COMELEC already has a resolution promoting the use of non-biodegradable materials as campaign paraphernalia. Coming off of the election experience in 2022, back then, MMDA's daily trash collection came to 20 tons daily, or more than 8 million tons during the entire election period.
Hindi garantiya at lisensya ang pangangampanya para po dumihan natin ang ating mga kalsada, ang ating pong paligid. Dapat po responsible campaigning po tayo.
February 11, Tuesday, marks the start of the 90-day campaign period for national candidates. Battling it out for 63 seats are 156 party list organizations, and for 12 seats at the upper chamber, 65 senatorial candidates. Local candidates, on the other hand, still have more than a month to go before their 45-day campaign period. COMELEC reminds candidates to make sure sizes of their campaign materials are only up to 2 by 3 feet. These must be in common poster areas and cannot be hung on power cables, trees, public utility vehicles, and other public spaces.
Dito magkakaalaman ng karakter at disiplina ng mismong kandidato. Kung malinis ka sa kapaligiran, malinis ka sa pamamahala.
Despite COMELEC not having jurisdiction on materials posted on private properties, they will still write candidates who violate size restrictions. Streamers, meantime, can only be displayed during public meetings or rallies and should not exceed 3 feet by 8 feet in size. These may be displayed for a maximum of 5 days before the event and must be taken down within 24 hours thereafter. For radio and TV ads, national candidates are limited to 120 minutes per TV station and 180 minutes per radio station. All media advertisements must bear the true identity of the candidate or political party. Election propaganda in print such as newspapers, magazines, or any publication are limited to 3 times per week and must not exceed a quarter of page for broadsheets and half a page for tabloids. Online campaigning is allowed as long as all paid political ads are reported to COMELEC and campaign websites and social media accounts are properly registered. In the case of billboards, electronic or not, COMELEC admits they have no control over such materials. Still, spending for these should be accounted and added to expenditures of 5 pesos per registered voter for senatorial, congressional, and local candidates. If supported by a political party, the limit is at 3 pesos per registered voter in the constituency. Political parties are allowed to spend 5 pesos per registered voter in areas where they have official candidates. This amount is separate from the candidate's own spending limits. Violators of any of these rules would receive a 3-day warning. If violators do not stand down, they face election offenses and possible disqualification. COMELEC also reminds candidates to make sure their campaign jingles follow intellectual property rules. Pulse Asia President Ronald Holmes is taking note of all this spending. He observes that senatorial candidates piling up the most ad hours even before the campaign period began are not seeing a significant increase in their survey rankings.
If you increase by 2 points and you spend $1 billion, that means each point is half a billion pesos. So it's not a significant jump.
For News 5, Mon Guaves, we are One News.
Alright, at this point, time out muna tayo sa election-related stories, and here are some much talked about topics on social media na actually kahapon ay dinaanan na rin natin, Tita Pawi, on the Philippine Star via live. Andy Eigenman and Filmar Alipayo patched things up after online rift.
Ang bilis naman.
Ang bilis naman pala. Mas matagal pa nag-away ang mga netizens,
Tama yan. Kahapon we were just talking about, di ba, yung nag-issue rin kasi ng statement si Pernilla, oo, yung girl, yung friend ni Filmar. And then, just last night pa, this morning lang nag-post si Filmar naman na okay na raw sila.
Oo. Pakita natin yung photo. Ayan.
Ito, okay na kami, sana okay ra kami. Yan, ang post ni Filmar. It all went way too far and should have been handled in private. So, ayun naman pala. At least, they were able to patch things
Correct.
up privately. Kasi syempre, hindi mo maiiwasan, di ba, na sana pala hinandle nyo na nga lang mag-asawa na kayong dalawa. Naging public yung kanilang alitan, yung kanilang conflict. And a lot of netizens chimed in, na-judge na rin kahit papano,
Lahat
diba?
sila. Lahat sila.
na-judge.
Silang tatlo, na-judge na rin silang tatlo. But again, yun nga, sinasabi na, kasi naglabas si Andy, na I'm fully aware na my husband never cheated, pero yung patama niya, di umano, ay para dun kay Pernilla. Dahil nga, apparently she crossed the line by encouraging Filmar daw to break up with her, talking about Andy, tuwing mag-aaway sila. May mga ganong sinasabi. Pero sabi niya na Andy said na she's always around daw when Pernilla is also there hanging out with Filmar. So parang sure naman daw siya na na walang kababalaghan na nagaganap.
But I guess the lesson here is be careful nga on what we put out on social media.
That's right.
Kasi sa mga panahon ngayon, di ba? I mean, even the netizens, hindi naman talaga ni-reveal ni Andy in the beginning kung yung identity ng friend na babae, di ba, ni Filmar. Pero yung mga netizens, very parang NBI na rin yan. Nahanap nila yung pangalan. Ang dami na nilang alam na background tungkol kay Filmar, pati si Pernilla. And then they also made prejudgments. And, di ba, if in the end naman, kaya nyo naman pala pag-usapan amicably, then it should be settled between you and your partner.
Oo. Pero aminin natin, Tita Pawi, syempre, yung age ngayon ng, actually, medyo malapit sa edad natin yan, si Andy. Pero yung nangyayari, nakagawian na natin ngayon with social media, parang there is a need to put everything out there. So, konting control lang din po kung ano yung ilalabas natin. Dahil we're not obligated to update each and every person that follows you, di ba?
Lalo na personal matters and they have children, di ba? So, yung mga kids na rin, I guess, to protect the family, the sanctity also of your marriage, di ba? Mas maganda, ako personally, take ko lang yun, na to keep it nga between the two of you. Sabi nga ni Miss Jan, di ba, yung EP natin, sabi rin ni Steve Harvey, marriage daw should be a circle na, ano ba, two-hand circle. Kumbaga kayo lang ng asawa mo.
Correct. Umiikot lang
Yun
ang umiikot sa inyo.
Yes. So I
Okay.
guess it's a lesson also for everyone naman.
But at least, okay ng lahat. And kung if Filmar and Andy was able to patch things up, then we can assume siguro na baka nakapag-usap na rin sila nila Pernilla.
Ang tanong ko, pinabura ba yung tattoo?
Nako, matagal-tagal ata yan,
Pina-laser ba yung tattoo?
Actually, ang tanong ko, ano ba talaga ang ibig sabihin ng
224? Ang daming speculation.
Dahil nga may lumabas na meaning na 224 na nabasa ko
yung
kahapon.
224?
Today, tomorrow, forever. Nakakaloka.
Pwede naman baka February 24.
Ano nga meaning nun?
Baka may significance yun. Pero pinatanggal ba? Or kung naglagay na lang din si Andy ng matching niya with Filmar.
Triplet sila, ganon. Okay, sige. Abangan natin kung saan pupunta yung storya na yan. Ito, this one naman is on Philstar via Life pa din. The headline reads, should guests clean up before leaving? Here's what hotel managers, Airbnb hosts say.
Yan. So, it depends naman daw, ano. Optional naman is if you want to clean it or not. But showing courtesy is a sign of character. Yan ang sinasabi ng ilang mga hotel managers. Kasi alam naman natin, di ba, may ibang, nakita ko yan sa TikTok or even on Twitter,
Yung
Facebook.
mga content creators na yun ang ipinapakita lang nila, di ba? Kung ano yung lagay ng B&B nila after the guest.
Correct. Yung mga owners, especially na, kasi when they have guests, parang either magpa-party sila, magse-celebrate, pero pag alis nila, kung anong ginawa nila doon during the night or yung party, ganun na rin nila iniwan. Hindi man lang nag-effort to clean. There were lots of trash dito sa photo nga ng article. Ano, ayan, kita nyo, may mga baso, may bote, ang gulo-gulo ng couch. Airbnb kasi hindi naman siya hotel type talaga, di ba?
Well, okay, let's try to be fair with the guests. Ang i-argue kasi ng guest dito is, di ba ang mahal ng cleaning fee nyo? Di ba may service fee pa kayo? It's not just the per night. As opposed to when you book a hotel, alam mo lang yung per night mo and included na doon yung cleaning fee. Pwede ka nga magpalinis araw-araw
Yes.
But also, again, courtesy lang po.
Courtesy.
Diba? Kung yung simpleng baso sa table, pwede mo naman ilagay sa basurahan. Yung bote, imbis na maapakan pa sa sahig, pwede naman ilagay sa table. Diba? Yung mga tuwalyang ginamit, pwedeng ibalik sa banyo. Kahit sabihin natin na hindi maayos ang pagkakahang, pero at least nasa banyo para medyo segregated man lang, hindi yung halo-halo yung kalat.
Nakalagay nga dito, di ba? Basic room etiquette. And it should be similar to how one would behave inside their own homes. So siguro makalat kasi sila sa bahay
Correct.
nila. Kaya ganyan din nila i-treat yung property ng ibang tao. But then again, at the end of the day, di ba, courtesy will go a long way. And it shows a sign of respect na rin on another person's property.
Ang problema kasi yung iba isipin, hindi ko naman bahay ito, kaya nga ako nagbakasyon.
Ganon.
Kaya nga ako magbakasyon para hindi na ako maglilinis. Hindi po ganon. Lalo pag B&B. Kasi kailangan you take out your own trash pa. Actually, kung di baka ma-charge. Well, actually, you have to read the fine print.
Yes.
Kung anong usapan. Kasi yung last B&B ko talaga nakalagay doon. Kailangan hugas lahat.
Talaga?
Hugas lahat ng plato. Sa Japan to. When I went a few years back. Hugas lahat ng plato, natapon yung basura, all of that.
Ikaw magtatapon?
Ikaw magtatapon.
So nakalagay na yun sa parang property rules?
Kasama sa
Okay.
ano mo. Or
Or you pay a cleaning fee. So, magbabayad ka pa ng cleaning fee on top of that?
parang
Or-
may additional ka pang babayaran that they can charge you. Kasi syempre, nandun yung record mo sa app na gagamitin.
Ayun. Well, in any, naman, di ba, clean as you go naman talaga yung rule. Clay go kahit kakain ka lang sa restaurant or sa fast food.
Oy,
or
madami
sa
pa ding
food
hindi
court.
sumusunod ngayon
O yun
dyan,
nga, kasi parang culture yan sa Philippines, nasanay tayong may parang magliligpit.
Correct.
Pero it's good to practice na rin yung clay go na yan para maging responsible tayo for our own actions.
Okay, sige. More stories on social media tomorrow na. But still ahead on the show, we have more stories on day 1 of the campaign period kickoff for the midterm elections. Magbabalik po ang Afternoon Delight. magandang hapon pong muli. This is Afternoon Delight on One News. Ako po si Denise kasama si Pauline Verzosa.
All right, now before we check the latest situation on the ground on day 1 of the campaign period for the midterm elections, here's a quick rundown of some stories on One News. Palawan and Basilan are on high alert for possible falling fragments. This comes as the Long March 8A rocket launched from Hainan, China, may drop debris near these areas. The rocket was launched between 9:22 a.m. and 10:16 a.m. today. Meralco has increased electricity rates by 28 centavos per kilowatt hour due to higher generation charges. This brings the overall rate for a typical household to 12 pesos. Residential customers consuming 200 kilowatt per hour a month can expect a 57 peso increase in their bills. And rains are expected in Luzon and Visayas today as the campaign period for the 2025 elections begins. Shearline will bring rains to Visayas, Bicol, Mimaropa, Quezon, and Aurora. Meantime, the northeast monsoon or amihan will also affect Metro Manila, Cagayan Valley, Cordillera, Central Luzon, and Calabarzon.
Now, the administration senatorial slate will kick off their campaign in Lawag today. For the details, we have mobile journalist Marymon Reyes live on the ground. Marymon, kamusta ka dyan at sino-sino mga candidates na ang nakita mo so far?
Denise, Pauline, good afternoon. Katatapos lang ng press ko ng Alyansa para sa Bagong Pilipinas. Ito nga yung senatorial slate ng admin. At mula doon sa 12 na members ng slate na ito, 8 yung nakita natin kanina at nagpa-unlock sa press ko na ito. At yung ilan sa mga measures, yung gusto nilang mga isulong ay ang sumusunod. Yung 14th month pay, ito ang nabanggit kanina ni Tito Soto, ang waiving of bank secrecy for government officials, ang nasabi naman ni Ping Lacson, amendments to local government code, ang nasabi naman ni former DILG Secretary Benhar Abalos, yung refiling of bill, removing yung VAT on energy, ang nasabi naman ni Senator Francis Tolentino, yung pagsuporta sa smaller businesses, ang pinakanabanggit kanina ni former Senator Manny Pacquiao at Representative Erwin Tulfo, at yung pagtanggal ng taxes for 13th month pay at overtime, ang nasabi naman ni former Makati Mayor Abby Binay. And last but definitely not the least, yung pagsuporta raw sa mga industriya na nakapagpo-produce ng mga trabaho to address yung unemployment sa bansa, ang nasabi naman ni Representative Camille Villar. Pagkatapos nito, mamaya mga bandang alas 3, alas 4 ay magsisimula at magaganap na itong proclamation rally na gagawin sa Ilocos Norte Centennial Arena. Ito yung sinasabi pinakamalaking indoor venue dito sa Northern Luzon with a seating capacity of over 5,000 seats. Pero napansin din natin sa labas ng pinaka-arena, meron din parang satellite stage kasi inaasahan din ng mga tao doon, lalo lang nakita natin kanina umaga pa lang, marami na ang pumupunta. Posibleng dumagsa pa ang mga tao hanggang labas ng venue. Pagdating kay Presidential Sister Senator Amy Marcos, hindi pa natin siya nakikita. As well as dun pa sa 3 na hindi pumuntang ngayong araw na ito o sa press con kanina. Pero more likely, aabangan pa natin mamaya doon sa proclamation rally kung pupunta sila.
Marymon, na-mention mo na hindi mo pa nakikita si Senator Amy, pero nag-confirm na ba siya that she will be attending?
So far, wala pa tayong detalye tungkol dyan kasi yung pinaka-last na nalaman natin kay Senator Amy Marcos is kino-consider niya pa yung pagpunta dito mismo sa proclamation rally. So wala pa tayong nalalaman or hindi pa natin siya nakikita. Same goes din para kay President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos, hindi rin siya nakadalo ngayon dito sa press con. Well, dahil meron din siya ngayon na kumbaga inaasikaso niya, ang presensya ni Cambodia Prime Minister Hun Man ay sa kanyang first official dito sa Pilipinas. Pero ang nasabi sa atin, baka mamayang mga alas 5 raw ng hapon ay makakahabol itong si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos doon na mismo sa proclamation rally.
Marymon, anong oras ba daw magsa-start yung program at sino-sino yung mga inaasahan na magpo-perform? Alam naman natin pag campaign period, dyan naglalabasan na rin yung mga celebrities, 'di ba? Mga performers. Sino ba ang kinuha ng admin slate?
Yun nga, inaalam natin kasi even doon sa social media post mismo ng Alyansa, sinasabi nila may mga surprise guest performers daw sila. So kahit tayo, hindi pa natin nalalaman o hindi pa natin nasisili. Pero pagkatapos naman ito, since around 3 p.m. magsisimula na yung kanilang proclamation rally, makikita na natin kung sino nga ba yung mga line-up na ibibigay ng alyansa sa kanilang, kumbaga, yung simula ng kanilang campaign period.
And Mary Mon, syempre ang Ilocos, ang Norte, baluarte talaga yan ng mga Marcos, 'di ba? Kaya diyan rin siguro nagsimula yung campaign rally, yung kickoff ng administration Senate slate. Pero ano pa ba yung mga lugar na bibisitahin nila sa susunod na mga araw?
Nako, marami-rami pa. Pero hindi pa natin na alam kung ano yung iba pa sa mga pupuntahan nila. Kung baga house to house ba sila, mag-road to road sila. Pero ang sigurado, pagkatapos ng araw na ito ay pupunta naman sila ng Iloilo ngayong February 13. Sunod naman, February 15, pupunta sila sa Carmen, Davao del Norte. And last so far, sa detalye na nakuha natin, around February 18 ay pupunta naman ang alyansa sa Pasay City.
All right, thank you very much. Again, that was Mobile Journal Marymon Reyes. Now, presidential sister and re-electionist Senator Amy Marcos has yet to decide whether or not to attend all the administration slate's campaign rallies. The senator said she is considering joining the campaign kickoff in Ilocos Norte, noting that it would be embarrassing not to attend. However, she also expressed frustration over the messaging of the administration slate's Forward Together campaign ad.
Nainis ako eh. Kasi sabi ko, ba't ganun? Sabi nila, ano yan, forward something ang motto. Pero nung tinitignan ko, sabi ko, di ako sasama dyan. Kasi agad-agad sabi, lumipas na ang gabi ng lagim. Naku, ayoko ng ganyan. Away na kagad inaatupag.
Meantime, former Senators Bam Aquino and Kiko Pangilinan are set to launch their campaign in Cavite. And joining them is former Vice President Leni Robredo. For more details, we have our mobile journalist Amy Atienza reporting there live. Hi Amy, kamusta na ang sitwasyon dyan? At unang-una, bakit ba sa Dasmariñas unang nagsimula mga kampanya itong si Bam Aquino at si Kiko Pangilinan?
Good morning, good afternoon, Pauline and Denise. Ayun nga, kung makikita natin na pa mga nominasyon ng order pang unang araw ng kampanya halalan. Nakaraan daw nila ito, muli na ang mga Pilipino gamitin ang kanilang kapangyarihan. Pumoto sa Verzosa. So, aktividad makita ang pag-ehersisyo para pumoto ng mga...
Amy? Oo, sorry.
Yes?
Konting pihit lang. Sayang yung report eh. Pihit ka lang konti.
Okay, sorry.
Ayan, medyo lang kasi yung signal Amy, pero go ahead.
Yes, katulad nga na nasabi ko kanina, dinaan sa Zumba ng mga nominado ng party unang kapanapan. So, daw nila ito para bukin ang ng bumoto sa Makabayan. Sa rito aktividad para ang
Okay, Amy, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to cut you short. Babalikan ka na lang namin, kasi medyo in and out yung signal mo dyan mula sa Cavite. But that was Amy reporting on the situation on the first day of the campaign for senatorial aspirants Bam Aquino and Kiko Pangilinan. As we also saw Vice President Leni Robredo joining their campaign kickoff. As we know, actually, Bam Aquino and Kiko Pangilinan have been doing well so far in surveys. Umakyat na sila. So we're gonna see if makapasok sa Magic 12.
Correct.
Itong si Bam, pati si Kiko Pangilinan. Of course, Kiko running for senator since losing the vice presidential race in 2022. So aabangan natin yan, But we'll go back to Amy Atienza later on in the show.
Okay, now COMELEC has taken down several illegal campaign materials on the first day of the campaign period. News 5 correspondent Mon Gualvez reports.
Kabi-kabilang posters ng mga nakangiting kandidato at pangalan ng party list ang dinatnan ng COMELEC ng suyurin ang kahabaan ng Honorio Lopez Boulevard sa Tondo, Maynila. Halos lahat pa nakadikit sa mga poste. Kasamang MMDA at PNP, isa-isa yung binaklas, lalo na yung mga inilagay sa poste ng kuryente. Kaso, may problema.
Ang hirap tanggalin, lalo na yung pagkakakabit na gamit yung mga scotch tape. Hindi naman sa ordinaryong tape yung ginagamit. Yung iba naman talaga kawad na nakatali ng napakahigpit sa mga poste. Let us please respect the environment and let us please observe the rules and regulations of the Commission on Elections.
Sa patakaran ng COMELEC, may tuturing na iligal ang isang campaign poster kapag hindi sumunod sa sukat na 2 by 3 feet at kung nakakabit ito sa mga puno, poste at kawad ng kuryente. Bawal maging yung posters na gawa sa non-biodegradable, hazardous o mapanganib sa kalikasan. Sa tala pa naman ng MMDA, umabot sa 20 tonelada kada araw o higit 8 milyong tonelada ang kabuuang nakolektang basura sa election period ng 2022. Kung hindi susunod ng kandidato, susulatan at pagpapaliwanagin sila ng COMELEC. Dahil kung hindi, sasampahan sila ng election offense at maaari pang ma-disqualify sa tinatakbong posisyon pag nagkataon. Sabi ng poll body, hindi naman doon nila susunugin ang mga may ipong binaklas na campaign posters. Itatabi raw nila ito para magamit na ebidensya at magkakaroon nila ng tamang disposal na gagawin na hindi makakapinsala sa kalikasan. Nagbabala rin ng COMELEC na dapat maipaalam sa kanilang mga ipamimigay sa kampanya. Kasama riyan ang mga t-shirt, bowler at sombrero na may mukha at pangalan ng kandidato. Bawal din daw ang pagpapakain sa mga campaign rally dahil maaari itong ituring na uri ng vote buying. Sa patakaran naman sa radio TV ads, lilimitahan ang national candidate sa 120 minutes per TV station at 180 minutes per radio station. Habang limitado naman sa 3 times a week ang election propaganda sa print gaya ng sa mga periodiko, magazines o iba pang publication. Papayagan ng online campaigning basta ire-report sa COMELEC ang mga binayarang political ads at rehistradong campaign website sa social media accounts ng kandidato. Pwede lang gumastos ng 5 piso sa kada rehistradong botante ang senatorial, congressional at local candidates. Ang lalabag, makakatanggap ng 3-day warning. At kung susuway pa rin, maaari silang maharap sa election offense at posibleng disqualification. Pinaalalahanan din ng COMELEC ang mga kandidato na siguraduhin susunod sa intellectual property rules sa kanilang mga campaign jingles.
Right now, let's check the situation again on the ground in Manila. This time, as senatorial candidates of the Makabayan bloc are holding their first campaign rally. We have our mobile journalist, Kyla Makantan, for more details on that. Hi, Kyla. Nagsimula na ba ang rally dyan sa Manila?
Yes, magandang hapon. As early as 8 a.m. pa lang noon, nagsimula lang nagikot-ikot ito ng mga miyembro ng Makabayan bloc dito sa Happy Land sa Tondo. At pagdating naman ng alas 9 ay lumipat naman sa parola dito pa rin sa Tondo, house to house, no, o pagbabahay-bahay ang kanilang napiling pamamaraan para talagang mismong makausap at maibahagi nila ang interes ng kanilang pagtakbo sa mga mamamayan, lalo na yung mga nasa ibabang sektor. Nais din nilang marinig mismo kasi yung mga hinaing para daw mas alam nila kung paano sila matutulungan, makabuo ng mga batas na tunay na maglilingkod sa interes ng mamamayan. Alas 7 naman ng umaga nung nagsimulang magtipon dito sa Kartilya ng Katipunan dito sa Maynila, yung mga miyembro mula sa iba't ibang organisasyon. At pagkatapos nito ay nagpunta sila sa kanilang designated area. Si Danilo Ramos dumiretso sa Bulacan para puntahan ng komunidad ng mga magsasaka, habang si Coronel Arambulo naman ng Pamalakaya ay sa Rizal. Ang ibang senatorial bets naman naglibot din sa komunidad, paaralan at palengke ng Quezon City. Tamang-tama lang yung kanilang pagbabahay-bahay dahil yung ating karamihan sa mga kapatid ay sumalubong at nakinig naman nagkaroon naman ng mga diskurso, no? At nagkaroon din ng pag-aabot ng mga flyers, kalendaryo at pamaypay. Doon din nakasulat yung kanilang mga plataforma, ilan dito yung pagpapababa nga ng presyo ng bilihin, katulad ng bigas, at yung kanila talagang in-emphasize, pagpuksa sa political dynasty na nagiging ugat rin daw ng korupsyon. Mamayang hapon, nakatakdang magtipon muli yung siyam na senatorial bets sa Plaza Noli sa Sampaloc para ituloy yung kanilang pagbabahagi ng mga plataforma. Ang dalawa nilang kasamahan na si Liza Masa at Amiga Lidasan, kasalukuyan pa kasi nasa CDO, kaya 9 pa lang ngayon yung nandito sa Maynila. Pero wala pa raw plano sa ngayon, pero abangan natin kung magkakaroon ng isang malawakang kampanya ang Alyansa Makabayan kung saan kumpleto na itong 11 na style.
Oo, Kyla, kasi ito rin yung first time since the 1980s, since 1987, na mag-field ng 11 senatorial candidates, o kumbaga yung pinakamarami ng Makabayan bloc. So, pero based sa mga surveys, medyo parang mababa pa yung kanilang pwesto, medyo malayo pa sila sa Magic 12. May nakausap ka ba sa ilan sa mga senatorial aspirants ng Makabayan kung ano daw yung magiging strategy nila para mas makapag-connect sila dun sa mga botante?
Yes, totoo, no. Kinumusta rin naman natin sila pagdating na dito sa mga surveys na lumalabas, pero kaya nga ang kanilang nagiging pamamaraan ngayon talaga pumunta sa ground. So, at matagal naman na rin daw na ganito yung kanilang pamamaraan na talagang kakausapin yung mga mamamayan dahil para sa kanila din naman daw talaga ito nga mangyayaring halalan at yung mga plataforma na kanilang mga ibinabahagi, kanilang inahanda, para dito naman talaga sa ground. Kaya nga gusto nila na makausap personal itong ating mga mamamayan, lalo na yung mga maralita, para maibahagi nila yung kanilang mga plano. Kasi ito nga ang description nila, ito daw yung hindi pang mayamang pangangampanya. Kaya ito yung kanilang ginagawa. Hindi kung i-quote natin yung sinabi ni Kazerong kanina nung ating itinanong, sabi niya, hindi kami tulad ng mga trapo at political dynasties na ang paraan ng pangangampanya ay magwaldas ng pondo ng taong bayan. Yun ang kanyang binitawan. Kaya talagang kahit na marami sila, talagang naghiwa-hiwalay na sila ng mga lugar. Meron sa Bulacan, sa Rizal, sa Quezon City at dito sa Manila. At ikinakampanya na rin nila yung kanilang mga kasama. At hindi lang naman kasi yung pagkapanalo raw, yung kanilang gusto talagang parang maging goal. Hello? Yes? Yes, hindi lang yung pagkapanalo ng kanilang goal, pero yung talagang mapaalam sa mga mamamayan kung ano ba talaga yung dapat na matanggap nila na serbisyo at tamang
Kayla? Okay, again.
talagang yes, hello?
Go ahead, Kayla.
Oo, kaya ayun talaga yung gusto nilang tutukan ngayon, yung makausap yung mga mamamayan para mas maunawaan nila ano ba yung importansya nitong halalan, dahil yung iba kasi talaga na nakausap natin, natanong din natin residente, hindi sila updated. At yun din yung isang hamon sa ating senatorial bet from Makabayan, kasi hindi daw sila kilala. Yun nga yung kanila din sinasabi, hindi sila artista, hindi sila celebrity, kaya talagang kailangan nilang makuha yung atensyon at yung bigyang chance sila. So, mabigyan ng pagkakataon na mahalal at mapakita nila na yung kanilang interes ay para sa mga mamamayan.
Alright, maraming salamat para sa update na yan. That was mobile journalist Kayla Macantan reporting live from Manila. Okay, so that was Kayla, reporting dun sa first day ng campaign o kapangangampanya ng Makabayan Bloc. They do have 11 senatoriables for the midterm elections. Kasama na dyan, kita natin kanina si Representative Franz Castro, nandun si Teddy Casino, at yung strategy daw nila is to really, yung
door-to-door, para
door-to-door.
magpakilala. But it is interesting kasi depende kung nasan ka sa Pilipinas. Yung strategy, may iba that would work on radio yung best, on TV, tapos yun nga, yung mga door-to-door na pangangampanya. But again, we thank Kayla Macantan for her updates. Now we go back to Amy Atienza, who is over in Cavite for Bam Aquino. Senators Bam Aquino and Kiko Pangilinan are set to launch their campaign. Amy?
Yes, good afternoon po. Sana ngayon medyo ngayon so far, konti-konti ng lumapit ang tao dito sa para nga abang ang kickoff ni Kiko Pangilinan.
Amy? Amy,
yes.
Last na, konting pihit pa, konting-konti na lang.
Yes, hello?
Yan, better.
Ayan. So, yun, on campaign kickoff rally, former Kiko Pangilinan,
Amy?
dito sa Dasmariñas.
Amy, we're sorry. Medyo sayang yung report kasi. Subukan ka namin makuha ulit later on or maybe mamaya sa StoryCon for your updates. But we thank Amy Atienza, who is again there in Cavite for the launch of the campaign of Senators Bam Aquino and Kiko Pangilinan. Now, okay, President Bongbong Marcos has appointed Maria Norina Tangaro Casingal and Noli Raffol Pipo as COMELEC commissioners. Casingal, who has been with the COMELEC for over 2 decades, is a former law director. Pipo, on the other hand, was the regional election director in Ilocos, a post he has held since 2006. Their appointments fulfill Chairman George Garcia's call to fill the commission's vacancies ahead of the May midterm elections. Right now, at this point, let's head down south where we have our One News
correspondent or journalist. We have Cebu's Dale Israel. Hi Dale, good afternoon. Kamusta na ba yung first day of the campaign period dyan sa Cebu?
Yes, may hapon, Pauline. The motorcade, there's a motorcade actually of some party list groups. They were very festive at the start of the campaign period. The vehicle was so colorful and there were balloons and loudspeakers. They were playing the party list campaign jingle. Actually, the Makabayan group was also campaigning for Bam Aquino and Kiko Pangilinan, but the two are not there. And the Makabayan motorcade went to Mandaue City, towards Mango Avenue in Cebu City, and Puente Osmeña, Bambaling, and in Bulacau also. And they also stopped at Talisay City. They also stopped with the people in Talisay and distributed leaflets. On the other hand, the Buhay Party List is also held a caravan led mostly by the lay faithful of the Catholic Church, or the church workers are there. In fact, their motorcade started at the Cebu Metropolitan Cathedral, or Cathedral grounds, to the IEC Convention Center. They had mass at the Convention Center and held a press conference there. They were joined by Dr. Rene Buliser, the second nominee of the party list, and of course their advocacy is pro-life, and they want to enhance the laws of man to be in conformity to the laws of God. And they also are against divorce, and they are also in favor of impeachment, so that VP Sara can answer the issues against her and for transparency. Buliser also calls on the people not to forget to vote on the party list, because they have noticed that other voters are no longer voting on the party list system. They are also campaigning against sex education, that are against artificial birth control methods. You know, Pauline, Cebu is a very important area when it comes to the candidates, because it is the most vote-rich province in the country, with 3.6 million voters according to the latest figures from the COMELEC. So we expect national candidates to be here in Cebu for not just once, but several times. Okay.
Yeah, we will be expecting a lot of the senatorial balls to make a stop in Cebu, probably in the coming days and weeks. Of course, the campaign period will last until May 10, just 2 days before the May 12 elections. But thank you very much for all those updates. That was One News Cebu's Dale Israel.
Okay, this is Afternoon Delight on One News. We just need to pause for another break. We'll be right back.
Dito ka sa balitang walang dagdag bawas.
Bawat balita po ay may iba't ibang mukha, iba't ibang anggulo, paano nga ba matutunton ang totoo.
At sa komentaryong hindi bias.
Sabi ko, andyan na tayo sa
Buo ang kwento. Balitang may konteksto.
By June 30, yung
Dahil dito, bawal ang fake news.
Mga issues sa bansa dito sa 1PH.
Dito tayo sa totoo lang.
Sa House po yan, yung sinasabi yung bill.
Kasama sina Jovi Francisco, Marisol Halili at Chicky Burhel, Lunes hanggang Biyernes sa bago nating oras tuwing 7:15 ng gabi.
we're back. You're still watching Afternoon Delight. Thanks for staying with us.
Right now, reigning Miss Philippines USA, Chloe Jane Reyes, is here in the country for an advocacy tour. And of course, she is here with us live in the studio, looking so gorgeous in yellow. It really compliments your skin, I must say. Welcome to Afternoon Delight, Chloe.
Thank you. It's great being here.
Miss Philippines USA 2024. How has your reign been? What's the best part about your journey?
Oh my goodness. I think right now it's being able to visit the Philippines and all the people that I met through the pageant. Yeah.
And how long have you, since you last visited the Philippines, what has changed? I mean, now that you're back here in Manila, what do you plan to do?
Well, actually, funny enough, today's my last day here in Manila.
Oh, really?
And then you're going to?
And then going back home to LA tomorrow afternoon.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was a quick trip.
Yeah, only 2 weeks, I know, but I'm hoping to come back in May. This trip was a bit of a vacation and a way to kind of plant some seeds down here. And as we were talking before, I haven't been to the Philippines since 2017. So yeah, it was just reconnecting with everyone here, going back to my roots.
Quick question though, where is your family from here?
My dad is from Quezon City and my mom is from Pampanga.
So Quezon City and Pampanga, when you visited Quezon City and Pampanga, was there like a parade or the family just welcoming you? How was it like?
Yeah, so my mother's family in Pampanga, they made a big party for our homecoming because my entire family's here with us. So my parents and my 2 younger brothers, myself and my partner were all here. Yeah.
All right, well, Chloe, just tell us about your, I wanted to ask more about your reason behind joining Miss Philippines USA and what it means to you, I guess, to win the competition and to just represent Filipino Americans in the U.S. You're from, what's your hometown in the U.S.?
I'm from Anaheim, California.
California.
Yeah.
There's lots of a big Filipino community, I'm assuming, in California, right?
Absolutely.
So just about the honor, I guess, of representing Filipinos there in America.
Yeah, so besides the crown, I'm also a singer, and I advocate for mental health, especially in the arts. I think as Filipinos, in this culture, we kind of forget about the importance of mental health, and we're taught to be resilient and to push forward. But I think there is a lot of strength in personal healing and understanding with oneself. So through music, through my voice, and through this pageant, I think the arts and this platform has been really, really great platforms where I can continue to advocate for
mental health.
Yeah, for mental health.
I'm glad you mentioned resiliency though, because like what you mentioned, as Filipinos, we're taught to be tough, to be strong, you know.
Right.
Mental health, that's not true. That's always what they say, especially older generations. What does it mean to you to be able to stand for this, stand for good, I think good mental health, or just actually awareness that you have to take care of yourself?
Sure, I think it's the understanding that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to have feelings. There's no weakness in understanding where in my body something feels wrong, where in my mind feels wrong. There is strength in educating yourself in what it is that brought you these emotions. Yeah.
No, because mental health is, like what Denise said, still sort of taboo.
Taboo, that's right.
In especially for older generations. So it's nice that we have ambassadors like you, right? Speaking up, talking about it, letting people know it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
How do you explain it though? Let's say to somebody who's
struggling.
60 or no,
the older
generation,
okay.
like somebody who's 60, 70, who's been through life.
Sure.
Who would say something along the lines of, you do understand Tagalog, right? But say something along the lines of, wala yan, that's okay. You shouldn't be worrying about those things. That's really, that's fake.
They would say, in my time, I wasn't.
In my time, during my
depression
time.
is, that's nothing.
Sure. I mean, I would ask them, have you ever felt sad? Have you ever felt happy or excited or angry at things like that? And, those feelings, they're just as important. And sometimes it can be emphasized or magnetized in your own brain. I would try my best to find an area where they had experienced an emotion like that themselves, to see if they've also had that before too.
Well, why are you so passionate about mental health? Do you have any loved one who, I guess, struggled with it? Did you have any personal encounters, experiences as well?
Yeah, so to be vulnerable growing up, I struggled with a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, and it was a very large hurdle to go through in my career, in my school life, and through my community, my mentors. They were the ones who taught me, no, it's okay. It's fine to feel this way. It's normal, especially in the arts, where performing is a very seasonal career path. There's a lot of instability. There's a lot of not knowing. And so the only way to feel stable is to feel stable in my heart and in my mind.
What would you suggest to somebody who's struggling, though? Is it find an outlet, or like the arts, singing, like you sing, somebody who dances, somebody who paints, or is it more important to find somebody to talk to first?
I think, each person is different. Both avenues are really, really great. But I think ultimately when you are in a dark place, especially in your own mind, it feels like a lot of things that are speaking to you, trying to help you, you don't even want to look. So it comes from within. And, in show business, you kind of have to fake it till you make it. So it starts with affirmations, feeling, again, understanding what it is I believe, and then to continue to be like, where has that come from? What taught me these ideas? Yeah.
Well, you did mention earlier that aside from being a beauty queen, Miss Philippines USA 2024, well, Chloe here is also a vocal coach.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
So is that your full-time job? I mean, do you... okay, may request din kami. We're gonna request for a little song from you, because we heard you have a lovely voice. But yeah, let's talk about your career first as a vocal coach.
Sure. Actually, so I started off as a vocal coach in high school, in college, with my peers and my classmates. I studied opera and as well as musical theater.
Okay.
So coming from a classical range and moving into musical theater, I had a lot of classmates ask me about technique and where to feel it in your body, and that ties into mental health as well. Relaxation, especially when singing. You don't want any tension here, anywhere in your body to sing properly. But more recently, my passion is performing and connecting people. And whether that was one-on-one teachings, but also being on stage.
Okay.
So more recently, I just finished a large contract with SeaWorld. I've been their main singer for 6 months out of the recent year. And I did a couple of shows with them. Yeah.
But you're not in SeaWorld anymore. We
No.
can't go there and watch you.
Not currently, but recently they brought back the contract, so
Okay.
I'll be back on Halloween and for Christmas.
Yeah, there you go. So for our viewers, if you want to watch Chloe live, do head on over to SeaWorld in California.
Yes.
California, right? For Halloween.
For Halloween and Christmas.
Halloween
definitely.
and Christmas. All right.
Or watch her also here, because... Are you going to give us a little sample?
Okay, I guess I can't say no. I can't say no. I know I mentioned I study opera, but also I sing jazz. I sing in many different genres. Currently, my obsession now is jazz, and one of my favorite standards is Misty. So
Okay.
it goes something like, look at me, I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree, and I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud. I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. Yeah, that's a little bit slow.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Chloe.
Thank
Very
you.
lovely voice.
Thank
But
you.
okay, what's next for you after your title, after your journey as Miss Philippines USA?
Yeah, so actually I'm an ambassador for Bayani Pay and hopefully SFC Plus. I just came back from a meeting with them, so I'll be back here in the Philippines in May to continue on with a tour with SFC Plus and Piolo Pascual.
Wow, with Piolo. Did you meet him already?
Not yet, not yet.
Are you excited?
I am. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Have you heard that he's the most handsome Filipino celebrity we have in the?
I've heard.
Yeah. We call him Papa P. You can call him Papa, P. if you
Papa
see him.
P.
That's Piolo Pascual. But any other plans of joining Miss Universe probably, or Binibining Pilipinas, Miss Philippines, Miss USA?
Possibly, yeah. So there's been talks of me possibly running for Miss California to move on to
Okay.
Miss America or Miss USA. But we'll see what's in the works because I really want to continue focusing on my music in the
Okay,
latter
music.
years. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Chloe, for joining us here on Afternoon Delight. It was a pleasure meeting you and, of course, hearing your very lovely voice. We
Thank
wish you
you.
all the best. And, of course, we hope to see you back here again in the studio in the future. All right, that was reigning Miss Philippines USA, Chloe Jane Reyes.
And at this point, let's see what happened on this day around the world. Here's Today in History by the Associated Press. At dahil mag-aalas 3 na, it's time for I Saw the Signs. Pasok na natin. Okay, today's edition is literal photos from our viewers. Ano kaya to? From Afternoon Delight viewer Cesar Carino.
Ito, girl 1, aagawin ko boyfriend mo.
Kung kaya mo.
Asawa nga na aagaw, boyfriend pa
Grabe.
kaya?
Kung bulkan nga sumasabog, mukha mo pa. Grabe naman.
Okay.
So violent. Come on. It's love month po ngayon. Relax lang.
Walang agawan sa amin ni
Walang
Tita
agawan.
Denise.
Oo.
Okay, next. Ito naman. From Afternoon Delight viewer Magsi Alcantara. Flushing the toilet. Pag-iihi, pagdudumi, at kung Pinoy ka.
Kasi 'di ba may malaking button? Oo. Yung mga hindi nagigets, may malait tsaka malaking button.
Correct.
Depende sa kung ano ang ginawa.
Pero mga Pinoy,
Oo.
pareho pinipindot.
Para sure. Para sure.
Sayang sa tubig.
Para daw sure paglabas, hindi nakakahiya dun sa nakapila. Walang chismis.
Pinoy talaga.
Oo, okay. Ito naman ay galing kay Milet Rosete. Sabi ng nanay, pagpahingahin mo electric fan, anak. Anak, opo, ma.
Opo, ma. O, ayan. Pinagpahinga nga niya
Ayan.
yung electric fan. O, higa ka dyan. Ikaw na lang matulog muna. Ikaw na lang mag-siesta.
Correct. Sabi nga nila, witty, catchy.
Pero maraming parents nagsasabi niya, no? Ako,
Oo.
sinabihan ka din ba niya ng parents mo na?
Pahingahin mo naman yung TV, pagpahingahin mo naman yung aircon.
Oo,
Oy,
diba?
mami ko nanonood. Favorite line, pagpahingahin mo yung aircon.
Oh, daddy ko rin yung electric fan.
Ay, pwede pa daw tayo bumate, Tita Pawi, mabilis
Okay.
lang sa ating mga viewers. Meron ka ba dyang naka-line up na? Ito,
Yan.
sabi ni, nako, of course, Alex Fuentes, lagi nanonood sa atin, si Ralph Domingo, si M. Ladja, mga suki natin yan.
Ayan, si John Centilleses. Hello, good afternoon. Happy birthday daw to Sir Lord. Of
Oo.
course, happy birthday. Batiyan natin si Lord, ano? Ito, JN Ramos. Good afternoon, Camerienda Light.
Elmo Cardenas, bumabati rin na happy birthday, Sir Lord. Cheers! Si Bea Dalisay, nabanggit mo na ba si Bea Dalisay?
Hindi
Happy
pa.
birthday, Lord, ang sabi nila.
Oo, ito, sabi niya, happy birthday, Sir Lord. Si JC Alvarez, sabi niya, happy birthday. Half century pala pagitan ng birthday mo at ng birthday ni Manong Johnny. Sino si Manong Johnny?
Si One Ponce Enrile. Oo,
okay.
JPE. Oo.
Talagang inano niya, hinalintulad niya si Lord kay JP.
Okay, maraming salamat po ulit sa mga nakisama sa atin at nakidelight sa atin. Happy birthday ulit, Lourdes de Vera. Okay.
Happy birthday, Lord. All right, and that will do it for us this Tuesday afternoon, February 11. Do catch the big story later at 8 p.m. I'm Pauline Verzosa.
And I'm Denise Tan. Catch Afternoon Delight again. 12:00 tayo bukas. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.